Hi, I'm Lewis and welcome to the Beekeeper training video guide. The aim of these videos are to give you an in-depth guide into Beekeeper. Beekeeper is the bespoke design tool from Honeybee, now with Synchronous, which will be used to create our very own end-to-end workflow. As a web interface, its capabilities include implementing complex business logic, which you will eventually review, test, and publish all in one convenient location. This guide will be split into 12 different sections, all covering the core principles of using BeeKeeper. At the end of this guide, you should have been given an in-depth overview of App Builder, Data Editor, and the Integrate tools, been able to create a fully fledged journey on BeeKeeper, explored how complex business logic can be integrated into your workflow, have connected to a third-party library, understood how BeeKeeper fits or will fit well into the rest of the platform, and also have previewed, tested, and published your end-to-end journey. Accessing BeeKeeper. We can access the BeeKeeper interface by visiting the URL in your favorite browser. Currently, we are using Chrome. You can use Microsoft Edge or even Firefox. We have multiple environments for multiple purposes that we will discuss later on, but today we'll be using the R4 Indigo environment, and we can also tell by looking at the URL in your address bar. In this case, it will be indigo-state. VPN. Sometimes environments require access through the corporate network by a VPN. In this case, speak to your administrator for more details if you require this. Okay, we are going to start by logging into BeeKeeper. We will be using 1001 as the username and also as the password to sign ourselves in. Whenever you log into BeeKeeper, you will always end up on the app builder screen by default. Before we build our own application, which will host our journey, we will need to create one. The left-hand side panel for viewing your applications is called a directory. Use this section throughout this guide to navigate through your app. So, what is App Builder? App Builder contains the toolset to build your application. This consists of 4 tabs, starting with the Design tab, which is default, and this tab will give you access to your resources, or you can call them steps, and your business features that comprise your application. Second, we have the Preview tab. This will give you a quick preview of how accessible the configured application will be to consumers of the application. Thirdly, we have the Validate tab. Validate will give you access to your configured automated tests. And finally, we have the Version tab, which is used to publish runtime versions of your application's model to the publication environments. Now that we know what App Builder is, let's move on to Data Editor. The Data Editor section provides access to the ADM, Application Data Model, where your properties and objects will be held. This will enable you to populate your resources as required. Use the Data Editor section to create or edit the data model for the application. The section consists of the ADM, Application Data Model, the ARD, Application Reference Data section, the Translations tab, where you can translate your data model, you can translate the application itself, and also your business rules and templates will be hosted or located here. The third major section of App Builder will be the Integrate section. In my opinion, this is my favorite section. Later on in this guide, we'll be connected to an external API to pull the latest weather information from a location. The Integrate tab will allow us to specify service providers which will reference imported services from a compiled Shadow Connect file. If you don't know what Shadow Connect is, we'll go over it later on. Once we have imported these services, Integrate can then be used as a data mapping tool, which makes it easy to map requests and responses from multiple formats. Logging out of BeeKeeper. To log out and sign in with another user, click the icon on the top right hand side of this page next to the span icon to log out. We will now log in as a different user, FD user, for both the username and the password. Users can be assigned on App Engine ID, which will be explained later, which could be used to reference the changes they have made only on their environment.